This video is sponsored by NewType. They're one of the largest online hobby stores where you can get your hobby kits, tools, and everything you need. Link in the description. Check them out. What's up GFM, this is Justin with Tutorial Tuesday, and today let's look at how you can customize the Gunpla as an absolute beginner. Let's do this. First thing first, before we start, please don't get distracted by my hair. If I don't style it up, it's gonna look like it's really freaking annoying. Well, anyway, let's get back to the topic itself. So back then, I remember I got my first kit, which is the RG Destiny. And the RG Destiny has since been served as my experimental kit. And the kit itself has been abused for experimental stuff. It has been abused for kit bashing, for weathering experiment, enamel experiments, and all that. Yeah, so this is how my RG Destiny look like right now. And I remember my first ever customized Gunpla would be the RG Gundam Astray Red frame, which you guys can check out right here. Okay, please check it out. It's my first ever build. It's not really that good because back then what I have as in my tools are nipper, my hobby knives. I got some water decals prepared beforehand and spray cans. That's it. I don't have anything else, right? So this is my situation, which is probably very similar to your situation as well. So I don't have a spray booth, I don't have any alligator clips, I definitely don't have airbrush, and I don't have masking tape as well. So what you gonna do? So this is what I did. The red frame itself is not really the red to my liking. So first thing first, I got to a hobby shop and I got some Tamiya metallic grade spray cans. And once I got my spray cans, I know what I need to do. I just need to change out the red, and some parts of the white I'll change it to gray instead, because I do have some gray color spray cans as well. So step one is to by test building your kit. Always test build your kit to see what you can do with it, what are you dealing with, how many parts are there. There are so many things that you can learn just by test building your kit. Never ever customize or paint your kit straight from the runners itself, because that will be not so clever. And by test building your kit, you will know what kind of color would you want for your kit. Pick out a theme or just stick with the original theme itself, just like me. What I did with my RG Gundam Astray Red frame is by just changing the red, adding some gray to the mix. That's it. Nothing too fancy. Second step is to by disassembling the kit again, because I don't have any masking tape, so taping up the parts and then only paint it, it's not really possible. So what I did was I learned how to disassemble my kit without breaking them, and you can do the same too. I'm gonna link all my tutorials in the description itself in a playlist, so you guys can check out how to do things separately. So right after disassembly, what you're gonna do is to wash your kits first, because no matter what, our fingers are oily, so definitely gotta wash your kits. I didn't have an ultrasonic cleaner back then, so what I did was just use some soap water, with some water, wash them, and then dry them off in a towel or something. It's that simple. There's nothing, no tricks behind it. There's no gimmick, there's no magic. Just simple, do the dishes. Something like that, yeah. Step 4 itself is to start painting your kit. So once you wash your kits and everything, it's laid out on the floor, it's laid out on the table, and you can see very clearly which part belongs to where. What I do is I just repainted the red, choose some of the parts closer to the red itself and make it gray. That's it. I didn't have paint booth, I don't have an airbrush, I definitely don't know anything about thinners or hand painting or stuff like that. Alright, so this is what you can do. Just get yourself some spray cans and that's it. And oh yeah, I don't even have an alligator clip. So what I did was I used popsicle sticks and with some thumbtacks for me to attach the stick to the parts itself, and that's it. Alright, so you can stick the stick itself on the foam core, on the cardboard, or anywhere else, just to put the sticks safely so that, you know, your parts don't collide with each other, doesn't touch the ground, and don't actually mess up the paint job itself. So step 5 is you can choose whether to hand paint in some of the details or not. It doesn't really matter. And if you're hand painting, please make sure that the paint is super thin, and apply multiple coats and be patient. That's it. Just gotta be patient, gotta take it slow, okay? But not too slow. And then what you're gonna do next is to reassembly every single thing and see the final result, right? So once you're happy with the result, you can seal off every single thing with a top coat and then put on your decals, put on some panel lining, and then top coat again, okay? Top coat again. You gotta remember this. Top coat is like a save button on your computer. So whatever you did in terms of paint job, you gotta save your progress, all right? You gotta protect the paint. So when you're customizing a kit as a beginner, first thing first, you don't have to be perfect, okay? It doesn't have to be perfect, it's your first kit. So don't be so hard on yourself. If you make a mistake, you know what? It's fine. It's just plastic at the end of the day. You can buy another kit. You will buy another kit anyway, so don't worry about destroying the first kit or screw up on your paint job or anything. You can always restart. Secondly is to not set your expectation too high. I mean, like, we are on a daily basis, we are bombarded with awesome customizing job from this guy, from that guy, from everybody on Instagram. They all look so good, and how to achieve that, right? Sometimes if you think too much, it's gotta be really intimidating, and at the end of the day, you might not even start because you start overthinking like how hard it is and how expensive it is. But the truth is that it's not really that expensive. It's not really that intimidating. You just gotta take baby steps. And then last but not least, you just gotta be patient. You just gotta pace yourself. You gotta pace yourself with your kit itself. Do not rush anything. Don't rush into, like, I wanna start scribing today. I wanna do this, I wanna do that. No, keep it basic, keep it simple. And the most important thing is that to get you started. So the main reason for this video itself is that I do get a lot of questions asking on where to start, how to start, what to do, and how to do it and stuff like that. So I've already done the tutorials on how to scribe, how to disassemble, how to paint, and all that. So you guys got more than enough to get started on your first ever customized kit. So if you haven't started customizing yet, please start right now. Check out the link in the description for the basic tools that you need, and definitely get yourself a couple of spray cans if you don't have any airbrush or anything yet, because spray cans, they work just as well. And I think that's it. And you will enjoy the process so much. Really so much, okay? And definitely think about the budget itself. It's not going to be really that expensive if you keep your stuff really basic, okay? I think that's all for today. I hope you guys learned something. This is Justin from Studio G signing off, and I will see you next week. Bye-bye. My hair just poked my eye. Ouch.